So using a flow inflating bag, the first thing you want to do is you want to set your flow meter at 10 meters per minute, the desired oxygen concentration that you would like. Then after you've got a mask placed in the end, you want to go ahead and actually occlude the end of the mask, and you can see on the top on this bag you actually have a pressure manometer. And then what you're going to do is you're actually going to adjust the valve over here that's going to allow either more or less gas to go ahead and escape from the bag, and that's what's going to be used to adjust your positive and expiratory pressure. You can see here that as I end up adjusting the valve, either opening or closing it more, your PEEP is going to go higher or lower. You want to adjust this so your PEEP's around 5 centimeters of water. And after you've set your PEEP at 5 centimeters of water, and then just test the bag to make sure that there's no leaks, and how hard you're going to squeeze the bag is going to determine your PEEP inspiratory pressure. And then also here there is a pressure relief that blows off at 40 centimeters of water. If you ever did want to occlude that or go higher than 40, you can actually place that on, and that's going to stop it from blowing off. Usually you'd want that to be off, because typically you don't want to be going higher than 40 centimeters of water. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the bag actually on the patient. If I want to go ahead and deliver free flow oxygen, what I can do is just place the mask loosely around the patient's, and all the flow that's coming into the bag is then going to go out to the patient. If you want to go ahead and deliver CPAP, you create a nice seal. You'll end up getting the bag inflated, and you'll be able to monitor your CPAP levels on your pressure manometer. And then for providing positive pressure ventilation, you want to squeeze the bag, and that's going to determine your peak inspiratory pressure. And you want to try and have it so that it's going down to a peak of 5 centimeters of water. When you're providing ventilation, sometimes you may need to adjust the valve just a little bit more or less as well to adjust your peak level. So this is an older style of flow inflating bag that you may see, and you can see here it doesn't have the pressure manometer built in. We actually have extension tubing and an external pressure manometer, and then instead of the valve to adjust the amount of flow coming in or out of the bag at the front, it's actually here at the back. And you can see that there is a dial that would be wide open, and that would be completely closed off. So first thing when using this bag is you actually want to set there's an external pressure relief actually on your pressure manometer. So if I go ahead and occlude the end of my bag and just close this off, and I can actually see what my pressure manometer, you can actually see it here, it's blowing off at 40 centimeters of water. So you would want to then go ahead and adjust this using this little valve just at the bottom here to go ahead and actually adjust it. And usually somewhere around 30 to 40 centimeters of water is a good place to start. So then setting it up is very similar to the other bag. You're going to put a mask in, you're going to occlude the end, and then what I'm going to do is I'm now going to adjust the valve that's at the back here, open or close, so that I get my pressure. I'm going to keep it around 5 centimeters of water, and then after I've set that at 5 centimeters of water, I can then go ahead and test my bag, make sure it's pressurizing, make sure there's no leaks. And then after that, using the bag is exactly the same for CPAP and also positive pressure ventilation and free flow.